Thank you for coming. It's a great venue. Make sure you eat everything they give you. Make sure they drink everything they give you. And I really enjoyed the speeches. I loved last night. I never heard so many great accolades about Weenie, or Jackie. Sorry. I got a little step ahead of myself. So we grew up in Manhasset. And in Manhasset, you had to have a nickname. So you were Kel, Maxwell, Killer, you were Meat, you were Moon, and so when Jackie was very young, I had to come up with a nickname, and I kind of bounced around a lot and finally came up with Weenie. My favorite movie is It's a Wonderful Life, and that movie talks about what would happen if all these characters didn't work out. Dwyer doesn't show up, Wayne Turner doesn't score the winning goal, Jimmy Madigan, I don't know, says no, Timmy Martin's not in the picture. We wouldn't have been here tonight. Now it's time for you guys to write your own story. Create your own destiny. When it's time to play through, give me a call. We'll wave you bye. And I wish you guys a really, really happy, exciting, fun, focused life together. And God bless you.
Today we gather to celebrate the marriage of Jacklyn Alexandra Iskian and Weston Miles Morabito. For those of you that don't know me, I am Lizzie. I am Jackie's favorite cousin and Wes's favorite cousin of Jackie's. I want to begin by sharing that being asked to officiate today is truly the honor of a lifetime. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to lead with love and hope for the best, and I would appreciate if no one booed me off. I'd like to begin with a few words about Jackie. Jackie exudes everything to love about a person. She is deeply kind, thoughtful, elegant, gracious, hardworking, and sensitive. She is simultaneously astute and aloof, which keeps things exciting because you never know what's coming next. And most importantly, she is so authentically herself. Jackie does things that fill me with absolute joy. For example, one time she very seriously pointed to the television and said, honestly, these three are squad goals. She was referring to Al Roker, Matt Lauer, and Savannah Guthrie at the Thanksgiving Day parade. And you can't help but beam with joy at the comment because she's right. The Good Morning America crew is everything. I knew what they represented to her. It's that feeling that she's home, having coffee on the couch. She's with family, she's cozy, she's safe, she's cooking food, watching movies. Jackie and Wes, you are each a light in your own sense. You were long before you met each other. Today, we are so grateful to be a part of the even brighter light you will create together in your marriage. As you embark on this next chapter of your journey together, know that you carry with you the love and support of all of us that are here with you today. Thank you both for the light you bring into all of our lives. I'm now going to step aside so Jackie and Wes can say their vows.
Wes, I still remember the moment we met over 10 years ago on a cold Saturday night in January. Us senior girls were too lazy to make the trek to Boylston, decided to instead turn the corner and stumble into Northeastern's most beloved dive bar, Punter's Pub. You walked into the dimly lit, dingy room with your flowy hair sticking out of the bottom of your Islanders beanie. We hit it off with our Long Island backgrounds and instant chemistry, and the rest was history. Except our history at the start looked a little bit different than other love stories. In the beginning, there were growing pains, bad timing and communication, and even a breakup. But the love was always there, and deep down I knew we'd be standing up here today, and I always held on to that. Throughout the year, something I treasured and looked forward to most were the cards we'd write one another for birthdays, Valentine's Days, and holidays. A chance for us to express really how much we meant to one another. Me, being the sentimental hoarder that I am, tried to hold on to every single one of those cards. And you, being the clean freak that you are, would roll your eyes and put up a fight, saying the cards were cluttering the shelves and cabinets in our tiny New York City apartment. But there was a method to my madness. When writing my vows, I pulled out the stack of our cards that I had hidden at the bottom of my drawer. These cards gave me a chance to reflect on a relationship in different stages throughout the years and remind me what you and our relationship meant to me at that time. For example, in your birthday card dated December 11, 2018, I wrote, "I'll never forget texting you after our breakup last year saying if it's meant to be, we'd find our way back to one another. And I couldn't be happier that happened and I get to celebrate another birthday with you." In your birthday card in 2019, I wrote, "Looking back on 2019, I believe this has truly been the best year for us yet. From so many weddings and spending more time with each other's families and friends and traveling the world and all the adventures in between. I'm so lucky to have had you by my side through it all." In your Valentine's Day card in 2021, I wrote, "I cannot emphasize enough how I literally love you more and more every day. Since moving in together and taking the next step, you've become so much more to me than a boyfriend. Not for 1 second goes by where I don't think I'm where I'm supposed to be and who I'm supposed to be with in my life." In your birthday card in 2022, I wrote, "Truly nothing." I'm almost done. It's 2024, so we're almost there. In your birthday card in 2022, I wrote, "Truly nothing brings me more joy than looking around the room on nights like your birthday party and seeing all of the people who make up our world and root for us as a couple." And then in my birthday card dated April 3rd, 2024, you wrote, "Jack, this is officially your last birthday as an Ischion and a single woman. This is also your last birthday card I write you before we're married, so if you're gonna hoard any, this would be the one." The past few months watching you plan our wedding has been truly amazing, and I genuinely can't wait to marry you. Here's to at least 50 more birthday cards together. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Wes, I vow not to only write you birthday cards for the next 50 years, but I vow to tell you and show you how much you mean to me all the time. Nothing brings me more happiness than the little world we've created together. Us, Bernie, our closest friends and family, and I can't wait to take this little world of ours into the next chapter of our lives. Thank you for choosing me as your partner. I vow to continue to be your biggest cheerleader, supporter, and by your side through it all. I love you and will continue to love you more and more every day."
Jack, how lucky are we? That's what you say to me after every weekend spent with friends, family, whether it's down the shore, a party in the backyard, or a not so casual night at Fish Market. How lucky are we? And on a day like today and a weekend like this, how lucky are we? But right now is not a time to be modest. Right now, how lucky are they? How lucky are they to know someone like you? The most caring, loyal, selfless person here, and it's not even close. And how lucky am I that I get to marry you? We have been in each other's orbit over the last 14 years, starting in 2010 when Kristen Koufakis told me she has a friend from Manhasset that goes to Northeastern and should be a good one to know. That night, I received a friend request from a girl in a bandage dress and a pretty heavy spray tan. But that was it, until 4 years later, when our paths crossed again at Punters, which kicked off our love for dive bars with broken doors. Since that night, you have been the constant in my memories for the last 10 years. Our first real date at Goodnight Sonny's, dog-sitting Buck at my parents' house on Halloween, scaring ourselves so bad that we ran home. Trips to Greenport, trips to Hudson Valley, only one trip to Europe so far. Bringing home Bernie. Closing restaurants, opening restaurants. The good, the bad, and the absolute worst. But that's who you are. You are sunshine and roses when I want to be doom and gloom. You are patient when I have none left. You are the gentle hand squeeze or the quiet reminder to be nice when I'm getting a little too snippy. You are exactly who I need in those exact moments. There's one moment in particular that sticks out that to me encapsulate you. It was about a year ago. We were on the verge of opening the Upper West Side. You had a pretty terrible week at work, and we were discussing our usual plans for dinner. You turned to me and said, "I just want a burger and a martini. Like, what's the big deal?" And truly, like, what is the big deal? And Jack, I promise you, a burger and a martini will never be a big deal. And while we're at it, here's a few other things that will never be a big deal. Walking Bernie in Seaport and grabbing a beer. Sharing our bed with the health hazard that is Blanky. Putting my shoes away so you don't trip over them in your office. Dragging you away from your desk when I see you've had enough for the day. Bringing you flowers just 'cause. Driving upstate and listening to Tyler Childers. Being your best friend. And lastly, marrying you. Like, what's the big deal? I love it.
With this ring, I give you my heart and my love from this day forward. Jackie, place the ring on Winston's.
Okay.
No. Place the ring on Weston's finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my heart and love from this day forward. Jacklyn and Weston, by the power vested in me by the state of New York, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Jacklyn and Weston Morabito. You may kiss.
You remind me of a son back home in old Kentucky. When the church choir and I love you, Lord. To a soft and bright greeting from the sun. So if you stay, I wouldn't act so angry all the time. Then keep it on the side.
Jackie and Wes's laugh is infectious, their support for one another is unwavering, and their many lifelong friendships are a testament to their loyalty. There's love, and then there's Jackie and Wes's love. My wish for you both is that you continue being the best of friends, continue facing life's ups and downs with the same unity and love that brought you here today. And of course, here's to only ever living a few floors from each other. So cheers to Jackie and Wes, and to life and friendship. Thanks, guys!
I do want to clear something up very quickly, by the way. Some people commented that I posed before walking down the aisle today. I was told by the photographer to do that. I'm vain. I'm not that vain. So I just wanted to clear that up very quickly. I'm incredibly honored to be here tonight. I can't believe Jackie and Wes have been together for 10 or 11 years or whatever the hell it is at this point. It still amazes me that anybody would put up for Wes for this long. I think we can all agree that Jackie deserves the Jimmy V Award for her perseverance of putting up with you for this amount of time. Growing up with Wes, a child with severe attention deficit disorder, certainly had its challenges. Thankfully, years later, Wes met Jackie, and her love for him was far stronger than the Ritalin he was ever prescribed. So growing up, Wes and I used to do everything together. From dancing to Michael Jackson, to going away to skateboard camp, or launching water balloons in the middle of the night at passing cars. There was nothing the two of us didn't do. We were partners in crime. Whether he was borrowing my clothes or taking my ID as an underage adult to get into college bars, nothing was off limits, and rarely did I ever get anything back, so I only put $5 in her wedding card to make it even. One summer, many years ago, I don't know if you're gonna remember this, I convinced Wes it might be a good idea to see if lightning actually strikes trees during a storm. I told him to grab some duct tape out of the garage and to meet me outside so we could commence what was clearly a very important science experiment for two young boys. As the storm clouds rolled in and the wind began to pick up, I told Wes to stand against the tallest tree in our yard so that I could begin to duct tape him as tightly as I could to said tree. A few minutes later, it started to rain, and so I thought it'd be a really good idea for me to go inside and enjoy the comfort from my own home and watch to see if the experiment actually worked. When my mom came by and asked exactly what I was doing, I explained to her the situation. She gracefully patted me on the head and proceeded to thank me for finally providing the house with some peace and quiet. Here are two people that are so consistent in the kindness and the empathy that they show towards everyone. I think your kindness and empathy towards each other, but towards everyone in the room, is something that is just so incredibly special. And while I know we're all here tonight to celebrate love and marriage and happiness and all of that, I do think your ability to do that is so understated and so elegant. And I think it's something that we need to remember as we proceed throughout the evening, and I think it's something that's certainly worth celebrating. So I love you both very much, and I couldn't be happier for the two of you. So cheers. Hope everyone has a good night.
As I stand here today, my heart is filled with love and happiness for Jackie and Wes. Love's a beautiful thing. Wes, from a little boy, I knew that you were filled with love, compassion, and kindness. Watching Wes grow as a man that he is today is one of the most greatest privileges of my life. When I see Wes and Jackie together, holding hands, snuggling on the couch, and touching is the bond. is the bond that keeps love for each other going on and on. Jackie, Carrie, and I are so happy you came into Weston's life. It is clear to see that you bring out the best in Weston. Jackie and Weston, may your hearts be filled with endless happiness, love, and countless love and countless cherished memories. I love you.
Okay, I just want you to know that I have written this speech a dozen times. Not because it lacked luster or because it wasn't mushy enough or because it wasn't, truth be told, I had Weston's voice in my head. 5 minutes, Mom. Too long, too much information. People get bored. Got to be 5 minutes, Mom, max. How can I focus? I'm focusing. To my beautiful Weston. Smack in the middle of my heart, as you know. Best part of the Oreo. Cream in the middle, center of my life. I do want to share a very memorable moment of your childhood. We were on a family vacation in Florida, Fort Lauderdale. We were walking down the street, beautiful Las Olas Boulevard. Weston was hot. Weston was tired. And when he's hot and tired, beware. And when he's sweating, beware. He was about to have a major tantrum, and I knew it was coming. Yep. He informed me that he was going to find his family in the Purple House in Fort Lauderdale, right near where we were. And he was going to his parents, Mike Sr., Michael, his siblings, Michael, Mikey, and Mike. And he wanted us to put him in the car and bring him there. My family was like, oh, so we're not going to lunch? No, we're not. I took Wes by the hand with his big dinosaur tears, and I said, we are going to find your family. With that, Terry pulled up with the car. We got in, and on we went to find Wes's family in the Purple House. His real family. On the way there, the big dinosaur tears were coming down his face. He was trying to find a way to wiggle out of this. And he spoke about this family for a good 2 years. His imaginary family. And we were like, okay. 5 minutes into the drive, he turned to us and said, they moved. And he wanted to stay with his original family, us. We were the original family. What would life be like? I was so happy you chose us. What would life be like without Weston? Weston started dating Jackie, dating Jackie, dating Jackie, dating Jackie, dating Jackie. And then all of a sudden, Jackie was a serious situation. The Jackie-Weston relationship took a turn to a very serious situation, and so I also took a turn to a nervous situation. Nervous, concerned, stressed. It's okay. Take a deep breath, Weston. The proposal came. Yay, engaged. Beautiful Jackie. I see all the wonderful things Weston adores about you. It's being able to walk into that gross as hell fish market and enjoy that authentic food with the same grace and class you have when you're eating at 11 Madison, or any wonderful restaurant for that matter. Weston told me he loves going home to you. And for me, that's everything. Please raise a glass right now, right here, right now, and toast to Jackie and Weston. May you look at each other in 50 years from now the way you're looking at each other right now.
Just wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone that came out tonight. I mean, this room is filled with people that have been in our worlds for the past, 33, 32? Yeah. For most of our lives. I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better group of people. A huge thank you to my parents, the Morabito side. A huge thank you to the Ischion side. So just one more round of applause. They put together truly like an incredible weekend here that there are no words to say how thankful we are to have both of you guys, all four of you in our lives. It's an honor and a blessing. So we are going to head downstairs, continue the evening, and kind of let loose a little bit. I think it's a little stuffy up in here.
We're gonna take some shots, so thank you.
So go enjoy. We're gonna go down that way. That way. So let's go enjoy. Bar outside, bar inside, band going.
Yes.
Freak-a-leak.
Freak-a-leak, for sure.
Thank you all. We love you.
Take control.